Here I am trying to push it out. It's got a little magnet. How beautiful is that box? So you've got the guidebook on the top, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to getting a little read through, but I just wanted to get my initial reactions. Oh, okay, so first off, how pretty is that back? I love the fact that it's reversed as well, because some of my decks, I feel like they're on the back, there's something printed on them that you can then tell even before you flip the card over whether it's going to be reversed or upright. Okay, so here we go. So first card is the Fool. So what I really like about this card is that you've got, obviously it's the, so it's based on the traditional Rider-Waite. Oh, look at how shiny and pearly that is. Oh my God, I'd forgotten about that. That's very exciting. But I really like the fact that in the background of that, you can see it's a bit more Metropolis. Like it's a little bit more modern. He's still got the dog there chomping at his heels. This little French bulldog, because I feel like they're super popular at the moment. So that is the Fool, so I like that. The Magician, okay, so we've got a little bit of a groovy magician. Reminds me a little bit of Michael Jackson. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, I don't know, but I like the fact that it's kind of like thriller-esque. Still got, and I love the fact that the cups is now a little cup of tea, or coffee, depending on what you drink. Oh, okay, High Priestess, so we're going black again, which is lovely. Because it's something I hadn't realised actually, but a lot of the tarot cards seem to be quite white focused. Not that that's a major issue for me particularly, but I know for a lot of people it is. But I like the fact that she's got, she's cradling the book here, so she's kind of in control of it, with seeing what's going on. But rather than having the kind of, you've still got the towers either side, they're just made out of trees rather than the columns. The Empress, okay. So yeah, so you've got the female symbol down carved into the tree trunk, but she's kind of straddling that. So it's almost a bit like, I suppose it's not a birthing position, it's quite a comfortable position, I think. Like if I sit like that, sometimes I kind of lean on my arm as well. But yeah, I really like that a lot. I like the fact that she's got the stars on a crown of stars as well. Makes it really pretty. They also feel really nice. I mean, I know they're new, so new cards would always feel nice. They're just very glitzy. Totally, totally worth it. Okay, so Emperor next. So it's kind of got... the crown that he's got is almost a little bit like horns for me. And I like the fact that you've got the ram there sort of signifying the Aries, the world. He is in control of things, but it's a bit more like businessy. Rather than being the sort of king of the castle, it's a bit more like, he's got his business in order, he knows what he's doing. Okay, the Hierophant's a little bit more traditional actually, I suppose. I mean, the people sat down learning are a lot more modern. But I like that because it is still going down. Oh. So this is the card that generally makes or breaks a deck for me, is the Lovers. Obviously being a Gemini, it works for me a lot, but I like the fact that they're... obviously that they're naked, but for me it's more a case of looking after your loved one with this one, or looking after yourself, because it's not so much about, equal parts of love and lust and everything else. I feel like she's, that guy is really needing some kind of, just needing that protection from your loved one. Okay, the Chariot, she's a badass, look at her. I forget what they call, I should know what they call that because my sister's a horse person. I think they call it Roman riding, when you stand up across two horses and ride them both. So it's kind of a little bit like that, but on the motorbikes, which is rocking. Oh, the strength's nice as well. So I love, I don't know if this colour's picking up too well, but I love the colour of that sky. And the fact that, again, it's very much about, having the line and helping him and, not dominance. It's almost a bit like she's kind of like looking in the mouth to try and help out, to figure out what's wrong. And sharing the strength. Okay, so the Hermit. I also got a female Hermit, I think, which is quite nice. Nice little show. I thought that had a little bit of glare over the light that she's shining. That's incredibly magical for me. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So we've got a little snake appearing on there. I can't quite work out what I feel like I should know what kind of character that person is from mythology, but I feel like, you've got the sword there, so the Wheel of Fortune is ready to kind of cut, but also the Wheel of Fortune can be a little bit sneaky with that snake there, so things can be going against you. So we've got Lady Justice up next. Having a lovely time. So she's got her scales ready to balance. She's also got her sword there ready to cut throats of people. I'm not encouraging cutthroats. Oh, hey, yes. So I'm a massive fan of a checkered shirt. So I'm all for that Hanged Man. With the little bird perching there, so, the feeling of being stuck, but also being able to offer kind of sanctuary to someone else. Maybe you're being stuck is okay. And also where he's got that little crown of light around his head, it's almost a little bit, not Messiah-y, but you know, a kind of feeling of being stuck, but actually being stuck in a really, really nice place. That's a nice death card. What I like in this card is that you've got 3 generations of people there and their different responses to letting go and endings. Because you've got, you know, on the one hand, you've got the child there who's actually, in fact, you've got 4 people there, so I didn't see the first one that's under the horse. But the child's completely up there looking, so there's an innocence of knowing that something needs to come to an end. The kind of sobbing, not really wanting to, and the praying for death. Really interesting. Okay, temperance. Again, we've got kind of top-knot situation going on. Oh, okay, but also what I like with that is where you've got the top cup is pouring water down into the one that's actually on fire. So that's 100% about healing. You know, putting out flames of things that are burning down. We've got crown in the background there as well on the mountains. Oh, I'm going to do some good readings of these, I can tell. Oh, okay, here we go, the devil. So this is a really modern take on the devil. You've got all these people down here partying, you know, there's kissing, there's drinking, arguing, you know, sort of fisticuffs. The devil himself is actually, you know, smoking something. Okay, so the tower we've got is more like a lighthouse for me. So maybe this is a case of where lighthouses are guiding you through the darkness to the safe places, or warning you of things, actually. It's a case of actually, you know, something's coming in to prevent you from finding things out. Okay, the star. Okay, so it's kind of a traditional star. Apart from the fact that she's obviously, you know, fully exposed, which is interesting. Okay. Okay, so we've got the moon. So we've got people in masks. Rather than being the traditional dogs baying at the moon, you've got the masks going on. So again, that feeds, for me, very much into the illusion of things not being quite what they seem and people trying to portray things that aren't really real. You know, they're trying to pretend that they're dogs. Sun, very cute. I like the puppy in the background, just in here. Other than that, yeah, kind of traditional. We've got the sunflowers going on, very nice. Oh, okay, judgment. So we're going a bit more Egyptian with that one. I feel like that's one of the Egyptian gods. I forget what his name is now. And it's a shame because I used to love Egyptian mythology and Greek mythology. But also I really like in the background there, you can see the souls sort of elevating themselves, a bit like in Hercules, when you can see them all sort of glowing. And then we've got the world, so we've got the snakes kind of eating themselves, therefore never-ending cycle. 4 different offerings. You've got the cups, the swords, wands, and the pentacles being offered in from the corners, representing, I suppose, the 4 fixed signs, isn't it? Okay, so on to the minors. We've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, it's kind of traditional, but you've got the Metropolis in the background, so that's kind of groovy. Okay, 2 of Wands. I love this for decision making. Where is it you're actually going? What's your plan? You know, take a minute out, sit, look at your map, work out where it is you want to go, work out your best course of action. 3 of Wands, so yes, there's a little bit of work going on. You can see that's someone sitting looking out the window, you know, maybe taking a pause from the work they're doing, but the work is getting done. Nonetheless, 4 of Wands has got little rabbits. That's super cute. So you've got the traditional kind of 4-1 setup in the canopy, but in it you've got rabbits, so it's very much about family, you know, reproduction, growing. You know, you've got houses in the background as well, so there is a kind of human aspect. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So you've got dogs fighting over the 5 of Wands. And I don't know, like, I used to have a dog, so for those of you who've had dogs or experienced dogs, you know full well that dogs will argue over sticks. And it's not, you know, it's just that they want the stick. It's not that they've got any kind of malevolence towards the other one. Okay, 6 of Wands, cool, riding in on a bike. A little bit modern, still quite traditional in the fact you've got the reef up on the wand there, and the people kind of looking through, but it is like Hail the Conquering Hero. Oh, okay, 7 of Wands. So it's kind of getting ready to battle, actually, that one. Normally for me, the 7 of Wands is quite a victorious card, but I feel like that's a little bit more... it's more of trying to figure out which battle to tackle first. Because she's locked and loaded, ready to go, but it's a case of deciding which one to take out. But 8 of Wands are love. So you've got the traditional kind of arrows coming in, but it's also supported by little animals, and I'm a big fan of animals, for anyone who knows. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands, again with studying. So a case of choosing a course of action, you know, you've got all the different pens, but you've kind of selected your favourite pen to go, so you're choosing the course of action, or the best way forward, really. But also where the ends of the pens have been chewed, I feel like that definitely signifies some kind of troubled times that you're coming out of. And then you've got, oh, lovely, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, I should say. I'm so lazy when I talk sometimes. I like that because I like the fact that it's burdened, but there's a little there's a little birdie there as well, trying to almost not add a little bit of the burden, but just trying to support you as you go. Then we've got the Page of Wands. So we've got someone with his little ukulele. It's kind of cool. Out in the desert, taking a bit of time out. Okay, Knight of Wands coming riding in on his motorbike, which is cool. So he's kind of, he's raring to go. He's fired up. I love that he's got his grease lightning flames on the bike. Queen of Wands, okay. So she's a little bit, again, studious. Got the cat, so there's a little bit of luck in there, but also, taking the time out to appreciate the sunflower as well. Because she's not drawing sunflower, she's drawing almost like a gecko kind of thing. It's a little bit like the world. And then you've got the King of Wands. I have to start talking properly. The King of Wands there, so camped up by the fireside. It's kind of knowing what to do for the best. Oh, now this is the card that prompted me, John, to get this deck. Ace of Cups. I just love the colours on that. I'm such a fan of pinks and blues. This is another one I adore, the Two of Cups. Because again, it's kind of going down this, against kind of typical genders. So I love the fact that it's two guys just embracing each other, got their coffees going on. It's just such it's an equal. They're both offering each other support, which is what I really, really like on that. Three of Cups, party time, full on party. That needs no explanation really. Just joyous, and again with the pinks and the blues. So you've got the Four of Cups. So again, with the traditional sort of disappointment, but with this one, it's a little bit like actually one of my other decks. It's a bit more about meditating. So it's not the solemn, not solemn. What's the word? The disappointed, sorrowful version of the Four of Cups, because the Divine Cup's coming in, but actually it's a case of no, I'm cool. I'm just going to sort myself out first before I worry about these cups. I feel like I should know what that bridge is. Shout out to anyone who can let me know what that bridge is. I want to say it's like the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco or something like that, having never been, but only watched it in Charmed. But yeah, so you've got that, there's one cup there or two cups that are upright and the three that are spilled, so going down the traditional Rider-Waite, but just a little bit cloak and dagger, a little bit hood up, kind of defending yourself against something. This is a really cute one, the Six of Cups. So I love that because it's the youngsters, and they're, they look like they're in sort of high-rise central, but they're still finding time to connect with nature and reconnect and grow things, even in the most unlikely of places. Oh, okay, Seven of Cups, confusion card. There's a lot going on in there. I'm just going to give you a little bit longer on that one, because I think there's, so much going on in those different cups. Whereas more, a case of growing herbs, there's little birds in there, there's animals going on. One of them's got the world, one of them's got a home, like a birdhouse. One of them looks like could be money. Eight of Cups, walking away. But walking away from things that aren't necessarily, some of the cups are broken, but some of them are still upright. So there's walking away from good as well as bad. Because glass, obviously, when it shatters, it can jump. You never quite know where the glass is going to end up. Oh, Nine of Cups. Hashtag ghost to me more. Love that little bit of spinning wheel action. But again, taking the time out, building what you want to build. I mean, traditionally the wish card, but for me the wish in this is not so much about being in the party atmosphere. Like one of my decks, it's very much a party atmosphere, but I like the fact with that one it's a bit more about doing what you want to do and what makes you happy. So it is kind of getting what you want, but it's more of a solo aspect. Or maybe he's making them for other people, who knows. But he's having a lovely time doing it. Oh, that's beautiful. I haven't actually seen this one yet. Ten of Cups. Super, super cute. Little birds in their nest. The rainbow's there, the cups are there, but it's not so much about, I mean, it is family, but it's, I love the fact that it's a bird situation. Oh, okay, Page of Cups. So it's a little bit like when you win a fish at the fair, this one. It's kind of like being, having that luck of winning the fish. Knight of Cups again, so we're going on the motorbike theme, which is lovely, but I like the fact he's got little, the angel wings, kind of like Hermes, the messenger, on his helmet as well. And I just love the fact they're coffee cups. Okay, so we've got Queen of Cups, a little bit about self-reflection there, I think, the way she's holding the cup and she's having a nice old time. Fully backed by her emotions, she's down at the ocean, probably been there all day, just listening to the waves, having a nice time. Oh, and then you've got the King of Cups, he's off sailing, off in his little sailing boat, having a nice old time. totally at peace with himself. Okay, ooh, here comes the swords. This is my suit. So we've got the Ace of Swords, quite traditional. Divine Hand bringing in the swords and new opportunities. Okay, okay. So she's got flick blades. I say that like I've ever used one. But that for me is very sort of West Side Story, isn't it? You know, the sort of blades and the jets and the sharks, but still blindfolded, still unsure of which path to choose. Ouch, that hurts. 3 of Swords going through a swan. And swans I love because it's I say I love them. I'm a little bit scared of swans because I feel like you never really know, like they're kind of unpredictable and that they're so strong, and you know, again, you never see what's going on beneath the surface because up front is all beautiful. Okay, 4 of Swords. So it's very much taking a nap, taking a little break, but still defending yourself because you still got that one sword. You know, she hasn't put all 4 away, so it's kind of taking a little break, but being ready to jump at any point. Got the 5 of Swords. So yeah, a little bit conflicted. But the conflict it's actually more of a victory, I think, that, because the conflict is going on down here in the background with the other people, and this guy's kind of waiting to either jump in to defend them or to do something, but also it's a little bit dystopian, you know, because like the block of flats at the back's empty. Okay, 6 of Swords there. So still the movement away, but I really like that snake aspect. So you're going away, you know, moving away from things. It's a little bit 8 of Cups almost, where, you know, that you are making that movement, but something's coming with you that you can't necessarily see or hear because it's underwater. Okay, 7 of Swords. So sneaking away from sort of log cabin in the snow in the middle of the night. So still got the looking back, still got the kind of, I mean, that is a little bit sneaky for me. Still defensive, more than sneaky. 8 of Swords. Lovely. So you've got still bound, still, you know, blindfolded. Still actually has a gap around the swords, so the swords are kind of almost a, you know, a figment of your imagination because they're not, you know, they're not dug into the ground. I don't feel like they're actual existing swords. I feel like that's more obviously in the mental. Oh, that's a good one. 9 of Swords. Kind of like the cluster headache situation. Not that I've had a cluster headache, but I like that. 10 of Swords, okay. Got a bit of blood spilling on there, which is a little bit harsh. You know, it's got swords in the back. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords. So yes, they're still looking over the shoulder. But you've got the birds coming in the background there as well, so there's definitely some kind of messaging symbolism on that. Knight of Swords. Oh, he's definitely riding into battle because look at how the leaves and the trees are blowing the opposite way and he's riding right in there. Oh, she's cool. Look at that for a Queen of Swords. Yeah, come on. You want it? I'm ready. You want a deal? You want to go? Let's go. Oh, then you've got the King of Swords. I don't know why, I really love the fact he's in a wheelchair. Just showing that, you know, everyone, you know, you get to where you get to and still happy and still, and also still, you know, even though he's incapacitated slightly, still able to offer sanctuary to the bird. Okay, so onto the Pentacles, so the Earth cards. So that's quite a classic. 2 of Pentacles, yeah, you've got the ships in the background, you've got the juggling of the 2 Pentacles. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, that's an interesting one. So you have got the people building, you know, you've got building foundations, making progress. But I like the fact they're building a female statue rather than building, you know, kind of church in traditional sets. 4 of Pentacles, yeah, quite a modern take on the classic vision. And the 5 of Pentacles, oh, see, that's nice. I like the fact that you've got, it's not just someone sat out in the cold, there's always almost someone walking past, so it's like people are trying not, you know, busy looking after themselves. Or is that person coming in to help? Because actually that person's clothes are all patched up, but you know, there is someone that is coming in to help you even though they've got their own stuff going on. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. I like the fact you've got the scales in there as well, so showing the sort of balances of the 6. And it is kind of sharing the wealth, but she's almost like she's creating the wealth to share rather than actually, you know, sharing what she's, I suppose she is making it. 7 of Pentacles, yeah, waiting for the harvest. Appreciating what you've got, even though it might not be everything. Oh, he's hipster. Look at this little 8 of Pentacles. I like that. Very traditional, but like I say, kind of modern twist again. Oh, she's rocking. 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, she's cool on her own. Look at all those pentacles she's got grown up. Sorry, I was probably really boring while I'm just sitting looking, but I like that 10 of Pentacles. you know, generations of a family, the dog's in there for companionship. All the pentacles actually light, you know, they're there as light, so they're lighting the way. And then we've got the page. So again with a female page, which I think is much not much nicer, but okay, Knight of Pentacles. I don't know what it is about the Knight of Pentacles. I always feel like they're not making any movement. And, you know, very, very stagnant card. And then you've got the Queen, which is another one, because I find the Queen of Pentacles can often look quite forlorn. But I like the fact she's cool. She's got a little bunny rabbit there, although he's almost got like antlers on as well, making him a little bit sort of fantastical. But she's cool. And last but not least, the King of Pentacles. Check him out, rocking. Just chilling with his glass of wine. Got the Aries ram down in there as well. In his big old chair. I like that. I'm really looking forward to doing readings of this deck. So actually, I'll probably go back to Instagram to do that one. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that's been helpful and you've enjoyed looking through this. I've really enjoyed and I cannot wait to get started with this deck. Anyway, see you soon.